The country gears up for the 2018 harmonized elections. Political parties and aspiring candidates are busy canvassing for support from members of the public. Among the electoral promises is improvement of service delivery systems, especially in urban areas. Realistic and unrealistic ways of ensuring the provision of better services have been thrown out to the electorate, with the recent one being VP Chiwenga's rantings that citizens should stop paying rates if they are not satisfied with the services they are getting from the council. The main question, however, is who runs these councils and where do they get their funding? Are they independent from the government or it's cheap politicking? Organizing for Zimbabwe took to the streets to hear the public's views about this, and here is what they had to say.
Service delivery must be paid for. There is no reason why people should be told not to pay for their rates. But however, the issue is two-sided. It's a two-sided coin, because somebody must pay for something that they are actually receiving. So we have a situation in the city of Harare where service delivery hasn't been consistent and it hasn't been timeous. And that has discouraged people from paying rates. But to outrightly announce that residents should not pay their rates also works against the city, because how can the city run without money? So we need innovative approaches to this issue. How do we get residents to pay for the service? And how do we get council to be timeous and efficient in their service delivery? I think it's a case of what starts, the chicken or the hen. But to have people announcing that service delivery must not be paid for, to me is quite a far-fetched way of looking at it.
2013, during ZANU-PF campaigns, where the then Minister of Local Governance, Comrade Chombo, encouraged people to defy paying rentals, to defy paying rates, council orders to pay rates and everything. It's going to affect people after the elections. It's a very compromising situation, considering the situation on ground, considering all the facts that might happen after the elections. For now, let's do what is there. Let's follow the existing order, the status quo.
Residents, or should I say urbanites, not to pay for their services, which I think in a business sense doesn't augur well with the systems of accounting for any parastatal. The collapse of many parastatals here in Zimbabwe. The issue here is the local government administration. I think is the main problem. We need to do away with the politics from the local government authorities and make the local government an independent authority where supervision and monitoring of every funding is done to the extent that we can expect a proper delivery service. Currently, we are having serious problems because the political end is playing the bigger role in delivery service. We cannot have a situation whereby people are using water, people are using electricity, people are using city facilities and they don't pay for them. These countries, they need money to service everything, be it roads, be it drainage system, proper planning in the urban for the urbanites. Across all cities in Zimbabwe, I can say, as of now, there's serious politicizing of management of all city councils, which actually paralyze the management and the day-to-day running of all our local government authorities. I think it's very dangerous, very detrimental to the delivery of our service to tell people not to pay for services. People should pay for their services. As long as they use the services, they should pay for them.
We should learn to separate politics from exactly the executive functions of the country and what we're trying to do, because yes, as a politician, it's normal for you to say that this person isn't doing well, because in politics it thrives on people disagreeing in each other, and I believe in his right to speak his mind, but at the same time he should be held accountable for what he says. So meaning that in this regard, for what he's saying, it will cause really dangerous problems, such as if people are not paying their rates, meaning that the town council doesn't really get any income from it, meaning that service delivery will get even worse than it currently is at the very moment. And also, I feel like he didn't take to account things like such as the Ministry of Local Government.
It's dangerous vote buying. Of course, we are heading towards the harmonized elections, and obviously one would want to people to canvass for votes, but I think this is a dangerous way of canvassing for votes, because how can you say people must not cooperate or affiliate or must not pay their bills to the city council, of which city council is the one which makes things to go well. For instance, if you say one must not pay for his or her water bills, how then will city council deliver the services? So I think this is, one needs to think before you speak.